Hey guys, this is a simple tutorial on creating a prototype day-night cycle within Unreal Engine 4. As you can see, I have opened a brand new scene with nothing in it except for a cube that we cannot see because there is no light. So let's add our directional light, directly into the scene. Add our skylight, which allows for the reflections of that light to bounce around the scene. And to see that, we can add an atmospheric fog. Adds the light. And then we need to add our sky sphere. If you have a custom one, go ahead and use that. But we can use the BP sky sphere, which came with Unreal Engine. Alright. Now I like to add a plane so we can have our character stand. Make it a little bit bigger, and we'll have our player start. Now if we play right now, you can see the sun location over there, stationary, all the lighting. Right. First thing we'll need to do is go to your BP sky sphere and directional light actor. We can come and link it with the directional light in the scene. This links the sun's position to where the directional light currently is. So if we change that position, we also need to make the light movable, which disables static shadows and enables all dynamic shadows. And come back to the sky sphere and hit refresh material. It changes its position and changes the colors of the sky accordingly. Alright, now that we have that, we can go into our blueprints. We're going to be working in the level blueprint, and we're going to need to bring in a few things. First being our directional light, our sky sphere, and our skylight. Alright, now we can come here. We'll be using event tick, but first we'll make some functions and variables. First function will be daylighting, and we're going to add an input of delta as a float. And then we're going to do the same thing for night lighting. Input delta. This handles our delta time so that we don't have the lighting update every single second within Unreal. We're gonna add some variables. First one will be is night, can remain a bool. The second one will be day length. And that one will be a float. We can set it to whatever we like. For this example, I'll be using 30, so it's exaggerated and super fast. But for a real release, you'd probably choose 0.3, 0.4. Okay, so from the event graph, we're going to grab our directional light and our skylight. Copy that, bring that into our lighting, paste there. Alright, in here we will grab off of our directional light our light component. And it's not showing the one I want, so we're going to have to look for it. There it is at the bottom, get light component. Alright, off of this we can grab set intensity. Link that up. Also off the light component we will grab get intensity. Move that over. And we can pull off of that to F interp. 2. We want to do the finterp 2 so that we can change the intensity over time and not instantaneous. Connect our delta time to our delta time. That syncs it up with the server nicely. Our interp speed, kind of fast, 1. The higher number, the smoother the interp. And our target here is referring to the directional light, the lux right here, the intensity. So as you can see, 10 is the standard. If you go lower, it gets darker, higher, it gets super bright. I personally like the feel of 1.5. Gives nice deep shadows, but you can use whatever you like. So we'll do 1.5. The return value will go to your new intensity. That handles your lighting. Now off of your skylight, we'll do the same thing. Light component. It's probably at the bottom again. Sure is. We're going to set intensity as well. Now you can't just copy this one or duplicate it because this intensity is referring directly to your directional light. This refers to your skylight. I'm gonna get another finterp 2. Get intensity again. So our current. Drag off of our delta, choose divide, float by float. Higher division here gives you a smoother transition. Target will be 0.4. And the reason I'm doing that is so that it kind of gets darker as the sun goes lower on the horizon. Alright, so that looks good. We'll move that out of the way. Grab all of that, copy it, bring it into our night lighting, paste it in, connect there, and connect there. We just need to change that now. I like, let's see, yeah, we can go with 0.4 to start because that's what we had over there, and then we can go down to 0.1 to give us a nice dark nighttime. Compile, perfect. Now, back in our event graph is where we're actually handle the rest of the math here. Alright. And off of delta seconds, we can add a multiplication. And we, of course, want float by float. And we'll get day length. Bring that over. Off of directional light, we will get add actor local rotation. Break this struct. That way we can edit the values independently. On the Y location, so it rotates around the world. Off of directional light, we will get actor rotation. Break this struct, or split this struct. Off of the Y pitch, we can get in range float. And this is just checking to see if the sun is overhead or below. So 0 and 90 are the horizon sizes or locations. And we'll bring in our set is night. Perfect. Now off of the sky sphere, we will pull update sun direction. That's a function that's built into the sky sphere by Unreal Engine for us. Alright, so now we will create a branch. Instead of just typing it in there, you can just hold down B on your keyboard and left click. Creates it for you. Now if it is true and if it is night, we will set your night lighting. If it is false, we will pull daylighting function. Alright, that looks good to me. Just make sure our day length is 30. Alright, compile, save, come back here and play. And as you can see, it's changing. Night stars are coming out. Sun comes up somewhere. Good, there it is. It's going down. And it'll come up right over here. There we go. Now if we change the day length, like I said, 0.4. It's a solid one. You can see it moves much more slowly. Alright. Alright, we may have noticed that the game does not get very dark at nighttime. A simple fix for that is going into your atmospheric fog, which handles all of the ambient light that is coming off of the directional light. And we can come down here to the atmosphere and very simply change sun multiplier down to 0.1. And immediately we can see it gets much darker at nighttime. And there you go.